Whoa, it's the Adult Swim Summer Showdown. This is crazy. We've been doing this for week 7. The Adult Swim Summer Showdown, they all laughed when we said we're going to pit every Adult Swim show against each other. 64 of the greatest Adult Swim shows ever. In bracket format. Only one can be the best.
Last week it was the Final Fromage. Was it called the Final Fromage, Matt?
Yeah.
This
What's
week,
tonight?
The Deloo. But we can look at the results of the fromage. These were
Yeah.
the 4 we had last week. What are they called?
The final 4, Rick and Morty, Robot Chicken, Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job, Aqua Team, Hunger Force.
Now, did that teaser I make go out anywhere, Matt? Because I said these shows in a humorous way. I said Morty, Chick, Tamerica Great Jaw,
Yeah.
and ATHF.
Yeah. That's what you said that?
I
don't
said
remember.
that. Well, I mean, I can look it up.
Have you participated? Have you submitted your bracket? assummershowdown@gmail.com. It's not too late. We have prizes. I don't even care if you send in a bracket at this point. Just send us an email. Maybe you can get a prize.
Yeah, I said, let's see what I said.
ATHF and more Tamerica Awesome Show, great job. Robot Chick.
See, I said Robot Chick.
Yeah, very amusing.
Yes. What's other things you can say in funny ways? My mom used to always say, "My name is Herman." Is that from something?
I don't know.
My name is Herman.
I don't recognize it.
Approaching level 9.
708-794-6386 is the number. We'd love to hear from you and weigh in on this Final 4. We have an hour tonight to talk about this. After this, stick around because there's a big 12-ounce mouse event.
Now,
that's right here, is it not, Max? Tell us about that
Adult
before we
Swim
get into
streams.
this.
Well, I can tell you there's going to be performances, both live and pre-recorded. There's going to be conversations with talent, the creator of the show. There may or may not be a trivia element and guitar.
There will be. You can just say there will be a trivia
There may or may not be something that says pimp out next season of 12-Ounce Mouse, which I don't know if I'm into that. You're on the line with the Adult Swim Summer Showdown. We're looking at the bracket as of last week before the voting. What was your thoughts on this before we introduce our guests?
Well, first of all, hello. It's Chips and Clips again. Good to talk to y'all. The Final 4, I want to say, I'm really glad that Tim and Eric Awesome Show made it that far. I actually thought that it might have been beaten out by Squidbillies, but I think that was quite the underdog there. But from what's left, I want Aqua Team to take it all. That's my horse. That's my horse in the race.
Who do you see before we get to these results? And we're going to talk it over with our guests too. And all we do is talk about it over and over.
All we do is talk. For an hour, we just talk.
Who do you see between Robot Chicken and Rick and Morty taking it?
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I mean, Robot Chicken, it's past its prime. It's not good anymore.
But listen,
that's my
they
opinion.
hire new writers every year. They have, or every season, they have tons of new material to sift through. Some people said that about Saturday Night Live, that they've said it many times over the years, it's been past its prime. Is it past its prime if it keeps reinventing itself?
Exactly. I mean, those kids from the Lonely Island, Adam, Yorma, and Ket or whatever, they went and borrowed Will Forte's girlfriend's camera to make that lettuce sketch and thus make the digital shorts that became a regular feature as of today. They're always changing things to Saturday Night Live. So Matt and I will not stand for you to say something like that.
Hang up on them.
I'm hanging up. Robot Chicken, arguably parts of it, Matt, made out of clay. Clay, one of the oldest things in the world.
Made out of dirt, right? It's clay dirt?
Clay is different types of dirt.
Uh-huh.
One of the biggest
708
quotes... Oh, sorry, Matt. You say your thing.
No, I was just going to say 708-794-6386 is the number. And Max, real quick, walk us through how these brackets were arranged. Because some people don't understand the heavy hitters, the 64. Give us a little bit of background before we get into the meat of this and we introduce our guests.
Oh, I would love to. We had what's called heavy hitters, 4 heavy hitters. The heavy hitters were 4 shows that, through the combination of digital and linear ratings, were deemed should not be pitted against each other immediately. Those 4 were Rick and Morty, Robot Chicken, Squidbillies, and Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That's why each of the 4 nations of the bracket, the East Nation, North Nation, South Nation, West Nation, all had their own thing, you know, and then everything else was placed through a series of a game.
Brad Hands in chat wants to know, was it random?
Yes, I've said this over and over again. It's random.
Yes, it was randomized.
Do I have to demonstrate it?
Yeah, demonstrate it. What you did that was random.
Oh my God. Okay. Well,
it was
my
cool.
old intern Bailey made a bracket game. I said, make this cool bracket game, and she said, no problem, boss. Miss being your employee. I was like, thanks, dude. Bracket game, not a wildly released game, but it's a game that we did on this show, as you see, made in Unity, with a little eyeball that went around shooting the game.
Oh, there's Black Jesus versus
3 Busy Debras. That would have been different.
That would have been different. That's why we can play this game over and over and over again, because it'll be random each time. Some people would have said those top 4 heavy hitters would have been in the final 4, and guess what? That wasn't the case.
Tim and Eric defeated one of them.
And if we introduce our other first guest, the esteemed head of programming for Adult Swim, Kim Manning.
Oh, yeah. No, this is Christy I have on the
I know.
screen. Kim, can you turn on your camera?
Hello.
Kim had, if I remember, hi, Kim.
Hi.
Welcome, Kim Manning. Kim, I think you had the circumstances put Eric Andre at the top.
I did. Yeah. Through yeah. I did.
You did.
I think I was surprised walking through the bracket the way that all turned out. I will say. But when I was walking through it the way that I thought the ratings would play out, I did land there. And
lots of surprises.
I was wrong. But it's,
it's okay.
Yeah.
What's your biggest surprise in the whole bracket?
My biggest surprise?
Of what we've seen here, because I haven't revealed the final 2 yet.
Go back to where Kim, the bracket that Kim had picked on the right side, the Eastern bracket. You had Eric Andre beating, I can't see what that is.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Aqua Teen, yeah.
No, I mean even for you had Eric Andre beating Aqua Teen. Eric Andre very much in the news these days. Put out a Netflix special. Made a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It was I don't know. I'm not surprised though that Aqua Teen won. Aqua Teen's been, it's got history, a longer history. One of the original shows for Adult Swim, and so I'm not surprised that it made it all the way to the top.
Ben Rivera in the chat says, did you invite Kim just to trash on her bracket?
Yeah.
No. We invited Christy to trash on his bracket. Christy Caracas, creator of many Adult Swim shows, Super Jail, Ball Masters. Welcome, Christy.
Very surprised they're not in the top 4, both of them.
I know, Christy. When we first talked about this, your bracket was like this. You had Super Jail beating Robot Chicken and beating everything. You had Super Jail winning, essentially. You had.
I think they would have ruthlessly taken over the board. I'm just joking. I actually was surprised they got as far as they got. But it's funny. This thing has been really crazy because there's ones I didn't expect and ones that I'm glad made it through.
What do you guys make of Awesome Show making it as far as it did and it being a live action show in this animated environment?
I mean, I think that it's I'm glad that it made it so far. I think it was one of our very first forays into live action, right? And I think like the stuff that really has roots, like deep roots, and was long running. Like I'm glad to see that stuff made it so far.
Well, Kim, what do they say about plants?
You gotta have roots. That's why those pine trees are always falling over in Georgia. They don't put down deep roots.
Is that true? I didn't know that. Pine trees don't have deep roots?
I mean, the ones that grow here.
Huh.
These shallow roots. They just topple over as soon as the ground gets too wet.
Kim, do you have a favorite show in all of these? You've seen all the shows on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
You put them where they go on the schedule.
Right.
Impossible, maybe, to make such a decision, but if you had to press play on something here, what would it be?
It would probably be Ballmasters or Super Jail,
Wow.
or maybe it would be Gemuseru Machu Picchu.
Oh, that's not on here, but thank you.
That didn't even make the bracket.
Right? Didn't even make the bracket. There's a side bracket for other things.
All right. Tender Touches was on there. No, I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite. I'm not going to pick a favorite.
Can't pick a favorite.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick a favorite, it would be Robot Chicken, or Mostly for Millennials, or Moral Oral, or one of them, right?
Yeah. Probably. It'd be one of those shows on there.
I think favorites change as we grow, Matt, and I think
you're right.
Your idea, we've talked about this, the idea of putting something on. I don't think that always means a favorite. You know, there's some movies that I'm not going to put on that I love, but I know they're going to make me cry a lot. Maybe I avoid watching TV because I cry a lot. When I watched a movie with Christy, I cried.
That's bad. But I agree with Kim. Like I was super surprised, but so psyched Tim and Eric made it so far, because like Tim and Eric's one of my favorite shows like ever in the world, and I was like, yes, they made it that far. But I was also surprised. I thought Space Ghost was going to make it further. I think of certain shows like Space Ghost, Aqua Team as like almost like Adult Swim, like legacy shows, like the shows that kind of started it. Like that. We're older and we've seen it from the start, but I think of them as like any Adult Swim fan would love this stuff. And then you heard that caller, and he's like, that thing's old, it's outdated. I'm like, Robot Chicken too, I think of as a legacy show, like Venture Brothers too, a little bit.
Space Ghost did make it up head to head with Rick and Morty. That's the only reason it got defeated, theoretically.
That's a tough one. Same with Venture though. Like if they were maybe in a different spot, it could have changed. But I sort of had a weird feeling Space Ghost might win just because it was like the one that started it all. Like I was on the phone with Max tonight just talking about other stuff, and we were talking about, I remember, I don't know if I was in college or high school, I remember watching the first time I saw Space Ghost on TV, being like, I'm pretty sure these guests are kind of edited, but you weren't sure, and it was super weird and super funny, and you weren't sure what you were watching, and there was a really exciting feeling of that feeling of seeing something and not understanding 100% what it was, but liking it 100%. And I think that's a thing that has been sort of lost. How do I say it? Like now it's like the goal of everyone now is like, you want your thing to be viral, you want it to be as big as possible, as fast as possible. But it used to be like you're flipping through the channel, and you're like, what the hell is this? And you sort of have this strange giddy excitement of like, I don't know if anyone else found this, but I'm going to watch this. It's like my little secret. And then you tell your friends about it, and maybe like people know about it. But I think there's like a weird difference in how you consume this media maybe then and now. I mean, this was 20 years ago.
I had the exact same experience with Space Ghost. Like I was obsessed with Space Ghost before I started working. And it did. Yeah, it did. It was like, I think a lot of things like felt like they were private and personal to you, and like a little secret that you had, and like something that you had to go to the trouble to find. And there's something that made that more special, you know? And it's harder to get that experience now.
And if you met someone who also got it, you almost felt like, yeah, we're buddies, we're friends or something. That now it's more like, it's almost like it's too quick. Again, I'm not trying to make it now versus then thing, but I think there is something that's different about this stuff in a strange way. Like Rick and Morty seems like it could be the favorite, right? But I mean, there is this little part of me inside that's hoping that Aqua Teen wins. Again, Aqua Teen seems like a legacy show. Like Aqua Teen it's the start and it will never be topped. Like that's how I like to think of it. But again, it's subjective, it's personal. I mean, so many Adult Swim shows. I love them. I love these shows. I love so many of them. They're some of the best stuff I've ever seen ever, and cool, weird people make them, and it's very exciting. So this whole thing has been super exciting to watch. I think
it's about to get ugly.
Well, let's first look at Ugly, talking about Ugly low resolution. These are Kim Manning's predictions. She also had Metalocalypse beating...
Kim, you're taking a beating tonight.
Rick
from
and Morty.
Max.
I know. Well, I knew
Joe
I
Pera.
would if I came up.
But she did get Tim and Eric.
She did pick Tim and Eric. Look at that.
Wait, I want to. What view
Let's
do I
look
look
at Kim's picks from back on episode 1 of the Summer
I didn't
Showdown.
do this. How do I look at what screen you guys are looking at? Look at Max's screen.
Yeah, pin Max's screen.
Pin my screen.
Pin. I don't want pin Max. It sounds. Kidding.
Zoom in a little, Max, so we can see what's going
Well,
on
it's
here.
very low resolution. If this is the resolution of the whole thing.
These are crazy though, because
The
I am
reason it's
surprised.
small, Christy, wait, the reason I have to say this. The reason that this is resolution for Kim's predictions is so small is because of how short-sighted she was.
But there was no logic. I mean, obviously in the first round you couldn't put like Rick and Morty versus Aqua Team in the first tier. There had to be some logic to this besides.
We told you, there was a randomizing game. Didn't you see the game?
Dorman agrees with Kim. I was surprised Joe Pera didn't get further.
Let's see the path.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Kim?
I mean, I don't think I really thought Joe Pera was going to make it that far. I just wanted Joe Pera to make it that far.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the other thing. Do you pick your favorites or do you pick what you think is the perceived best? That's a whole other argument.
Well, yeah, and then who's voting? Because is it who's watching is it who's like watching our stuff now, or is it like?
Because I heard Dave Willis from last week and he was very opinionated. He kind of thought there should have been a pre-screening.
What does that mean, a pre-screening?
Well, last week you guys did the Dave Willis one. He was all like, he seemed very. How do I say this? He seemed to think that some shows should be considered better or more important than I don't know. I don't want to put words in his mouth. He seemed to think there should be something that dictated.
But then, how's it fan favorites if you do it that way?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I mean, I'm agreeing with yeah. I'm not agreeing with him, but it is weird. I mean, you know what else is like? I was surprised Xavier did, and I love that show, but Xavier seemed to do really well on this thing. And I always thought, here's a funny thing. Like, I have a lot of friends who are I make these shows. So I have a lot of animation friends. Like my work friends are my animation friends, but I have a lot of non-animation friends, and so many of my kind of weird art friends were like. They were like, you seen this weird show, Xavier, Renegade Angel? I'm like, yeah, I know the guys who make it. And they're like, really? How? And I'm like, that's what I do. I work on Adult Swim. And they didn't even know, but they were like really into the show. They thought it was like they'd somehow heard of it or seen it. And I thought that was so cool, but I was psyched that people were so into it on the charts. I didn't know, not like I don't think of it as a big show, but I don't think of it as like a big hit on Adult Swim. But again, I don't know what's big. I don't know anyone that even watches normal TV anymore. I don't even know.
Hey, speaking of normal TV, Kim, this is an interesting comment in the YouTube chat. Do you think Community, from Dan Harmon, could ever be on Adult Swim, a show like Community?
I mean, that's a really interesting question. I think I love Community. So I think there's a possibility. It feels like if you were going to bring over like a comedy from a sitcom from a network, a live action sitcom, that's probably the closest thing that we could do, over, I don't know. I'm not going to start naming other things.
Not many have come over. What, Saved by the Bell?
We did do Saved by the Bell. and
it did well. No,
it did pretty well. I mean, it was like kind of we borrowed it from TBS. It was kind of it was just something fun to do because I thought it would be fun to do. But
Last Man on Earth always felt like an Adult Swim show to me.
really, yeah.
I mean, as much as it could be, like I remember going, this seems like a really weird, but again, it felt like to me like because of Adult Swim, a show like this could be on like a mainstream network. Like it was a pretty weird concept at the time. I thought,
Yeah.
and I liked it a lot. But I mean, it was one
I
of
get
the
that.
weirder shows I would think on Fox.
Yeah.
Pee-wee's Playhouse. I thought that would have been a good show on Adult Swim.
Favorite show
Not so
ever.
much.
I should have gotten fired for that. Yeah,
You should've? Why?
Why?
because
Why?
I remember I heard about
I
it.
am
It's my
responsible for
favorite
that,
show
and
in
it
the
really
world.
did not work. It didn't work, but it was exciting to try it, and it was like I thought that we would be able to do more stuff with him if we tried it, and I don't know.
How about
Did-
Mighty Boosh?
Mighty Boosh is. I love Mighty Boosh. Although I've been rewatching it, I love it so much, so I can't even. But I mean, I feel like even when like the first season's really solid of Mighty Boosh, and then I feel like it needs a lot of editing.
Garth Marenghi, you guys play that?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
good.
But not many modern current American sitcoms you don't think would work so well.
I don't think so. I mean, definitely not if they have a laugh track, but Community doesn't. Like, I think. I mean, I love Community. Maybe that could work for us.
Is it too late because it's made a splash being on Netflix, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything that was on Fox is coming over anymore. But you never know. Maybe.
Well, should we do the Great Toodaloo before we get on to more posturing or whatever? What's the word?
Is this posturing? Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
Wait, but did you put Pee-wee's Playhouse on for a while, Kim?
Yeah, we did.
That is like my favorite show in the world. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't.
I love it.
Yeah.
Kim in the chat, Kyan World says Pee-wee's Playhouse was what got me into Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
about that?
that's so good.
I rewatched them. They are fucking awesome. Like they are
I
still good.
know
Maybe
they
it was
are.
ahead of its time on Adult
Dude.
Swim. Maybe
Dude.
it
Okay,
worked
I
out.
was just rewatching Running Man, and you know Miss Yvonne.
Uh-huh.
Miss Yvonne has this little guest part where, you know, like Richard Dawson in Running Man, he was like, "What do you think? Who do you want to win? You know, like which one of the stalkers should find, the guy Arnold Schwarzenegger?" And it's her. It's Miss Yvonne, and she's like, "I don't know. I love him all so much." Buzzsaw! And she's like, or something like that. Like, and I remember going, this lady looks really familiar. And I start on Amazon, they have that X-ray thing on the side where it tells you everyone in the movie. And
Yeah.
it's Miss Yvonne. I go, that's Miss Yvonne playing like an older lady obsessed with like a killing show in The Running Man. It was insane.
That's crazy.
This was last night.
Yeah. But I just watched that movie. Like it's been a month, but I didn't notice that. Anyway, now I gotta watch it again.
It made
That's so
me.
cool.
She was part of the Groundlings.
708-794-6386 is our number. We've narrowed it down to 4
Beautiful
shows
Lady in Puppet Land.
from 64. And we're
And
about to knock it down to 2 more.
Let's go
now
for it.
Curtis, I mean, come
Guys,
on.
it's time. No, not that. No, shoot. Not that. That's not the right screen. This is the right screen. Right here. It's time for the Great Toodaloo. Alrighty. Our first matchup today, Tim and Eric versus Aqua Team Hunger Force.
That hurts.
My
Caller.
two favorites.
Caller,
I
what is
know.
your... We'll start with the caller to milk the mood. They've been on the line for 17 minutes. Caller, what do you have to say?
Probably fell asleep.
Go ahead, caller.
They fell asleep. I'll take another call.
Aw, man.
I left them on the moon. I left them on the moon too long. Because you guys were just having such splendid conversations. But you both sound like you're struggling with this decision.
This one hurts. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like Tim and Eric, I think is my favorite thing ever. But do I say what I think yet? No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Say what you think. That's why you're here.
I love Tim and Eric. You don't even know. I think it's my favorite. It might be my favorite thing in the world. I used to love infomercials. I loved infomercials. Like remember things like Spaghetti Express would be like, making pasta is so hard. They have these dumbass commercials. They'd be like someone just spilling all the pasta in the sink. And when I first saw Tim and Eric, I go, they're doing infomercials as jokes, but like being all smart and funny and weird. And I remember like freaking out, going, "Who the fuck are these guys? They're fucking crazy. This is the craziest show I've ever seen." But Aqua Team, again, Tim and Eric, I bow down to them. But Aqua Team is a legacy. For me, it's Aqua Team, I have to say.
Caller, what do you think?
Oh, hello?
Yep. We're looking at Tim and Eric and Aqua Teen Shamba Joe. Fudge. We're looking at Tim and Eric Awesome Show, Great Job versus Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I'm gonna, just because it's the one I like just a smidge better. Both are solid, the Aqua Teen to me.
Yeah. Is your name Tom?
No, it is not. My name is Ethan.
Ethan. Alrighty, Matt, your question.
Short Hop Fast Fall in chat, on the YouTube chat, says, Tim and Eric all the way, change comedy forever. Maybe some people would make the argument that Aqua Teen did also.
Two Titans.
Two Titans.
Kim,
That's right.
Your Titan. Who's your Titan?
It really is painful to try to pick between those two shows because I love them both so much. If I'm honest, I think I would lean towards Aqua Teen as who I think that fans would go with, but I don't know. That's a tough call.
Which has more episodes? Do we know offhand? Probably Aqua Teen, right?
Yeah, Aqua Teen does. Mm-hmm.
Because I think there's no more than like 60 or 70 Tim and Eric episodes at most, but there's like over 100 Aqua Teen.
They had bedtime stories in the competition too, which is...
They had 4 shows in the competition.
Yeah,
Right.
When you think about that, it'd be like, I guess there's Squidbillies and Aqua Teen, but they're very different, but Tim and Eric bedtime stories and Tim and Eric, it's like...
Well, and Time Goes to the Mayor, and...
Shit,
yeah,
I love that show too, though. Fuck.
I know, right? So...
And that feels like, it's like an acquired taste, like you have to be, what are those wine tasters called? A sommelier. Yeah, like, it's almost like if you don't really get this stuff, you might overlook Tom Goes to the Mayor, but it's very sophisticated. It's a very, very sophisticated palette, that show.
Caller, what's your palette?
My palette. I'm more of an Aqua Teen fan, but I did like both shows. Before I forget, though, Christy, I think Ball Matches got the shaft in the long run in the voting. I did support that, by the way.
Thank you.
I mean, Aqua Teen got to the point where I actually quote it regularly in my dialogue normally, so that's where I got a little bit of a preference to, personally, at least.
Who'd you lose to, Christy? I forgot.
Xavier.
Oh, right.
But that was an honor, I have to say. But that was a weird matchup because again, this is the whole contest though. There's so many great original shows that are so different, pitted against each other viciously. Vicious competitions, polarizing the fans. I mean, asking them to pick. I mean, between each other.
It's not like baseball where they're all playing the same sport and some of them have special moves.
Yeah, I mean, this is like some kind of... It's like apples and oranges gone wild.
What are you talking about special moves in baseball?
Just some teams are known for a special move.
I will say, though, that
the Orioles have...
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Orioles use Oreos or something, right? And they double dunk in the milk, and they go like, looks like it's a splat to third base, and they get the double dunk.
Well, I was wondering about the voting process. I mean, there could be some inconsistencies with all this electronic voting.
I would say, like, you guys, I realize that I probably am just not very smart, but I tried to go vote. No, I'm not. I tried to go vote, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I know it's on Instagram somewhere. Isn't that what you said?
The stories. You have to click the story.
You click the stories, but then it was complicated, the voting. I will say, like, I think that maybe that made things Who knows?
You think it
Like-
swayed the vote? The nature of the voting could have swayed who was able to figure out the voting.
Yeah.
But Space Ghost
maybe.
fans couldn't figure it out.
Kim, honest question. Who do you think the Luddites
I
would
couldn't
have
figure
voted
it out.
for?
Well, clearly Eric Andres. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know that it would have turned out any differently than it did, to be perfectly honest.
Maybe that great show Matt Harrigan made called Amish McGee.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's how it started, Lazo. But it can't be that.
Wait, Matt, I was texting you. I can't remember who said this. Did I tell you that story about someone who was calling it Butt Cop?
Yeah.
But
Someone was really going. Remember that show? Oh, this is on the Delocated Live thing. There was some kid. Remember that like weird show? It's like a Butt Cop. And I go, Butt Cop's kind of a good title for that show.
Yeah, that show is I wouldn't be very popular these days, I don't think.
hey, caller, we still
Or
haven't gotten...
the other days.
Is there a caller?
We have got a caller here. We still haven't gotten to revealing this. We're still talking about it. What do you think?
Ah,
I was going to be Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
And how
Tell
much?
us why, sir.
Yeah, how much money do you have in your bank too?
huge.
On my bet, $10. $11.
Alrighty, now tell us why, like Matt said.
I'm sad for Tim and Eric.
Caller, do you not know how to say why?
Why?
Exactly. Matt, your thoughts?
You know, I think Aqua Teen knocked down a lot of the bushes, carved out the early roads so that other shows could walk down those
What
paths.
is Christy doing?
I give it to Aqua Teen.
You heard that? Did you hear that? Sound?
Let's take one more caller. Caller, we're looking at the Tim and Eric versus Aqua Teen. This is a moment.
Hello?
Hey, caller, this is a moment.
Caller, who do you like, Aqua Teen or Tim and Eric? Awesome show, great job.
Oh, I really like both of them, but I'd probably go with Aqua Teen since it's kind of one of the big originals.
Legacy.
One of the big originals.
Yeah, Aqua Teen is kind of like one of the shows that really got Adult Swim started. But Tim and Eric, they're amazing. They're awesome. They're big fans of theirs.
I'm probably just gonna say Tim and Eric just because so many GIFs, so many memes, such a...
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate for you, Jim. I remember my stepdad being Jim. Some of that stuff blew my mind. I always liked Aqua Teen, but Tim and Eric really blew my mind and changed my life for better and for worse when I was 20 years old.
Yeah, when I first saw the Tom Goes to the Mayor, I was just completely just blown away by the show. It was just so funny and just so original. It's just like, who are these guys? I thought they were just cartoon characters.
Well, Matt Harrigan helped them.
Now you're talking about the other one.
Matt Harrigan came up to them when they were making Tom Goes to the Mayor, Matt. Tell me if I'm wrong or right, but you said, make it more original.
No, I said less
Yeah.
original.
Oh, never mind.
Hey, let's reveal this. Everyone wants to know. Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Who won, Max? Who won?
It goes to Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
What?
With 66%.
Oh,
That's less close than I thought.
I'm happy, but I wish it was closer. They're both so
Wow.
great.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
2-1.
I don't want to order a burger and fry.
See how
or a
quickly I
meatball
did that
fry.
math?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, that's about 1/3 to 1/3.
A commanding victory from
Do you
Aqua
think
Teen
it was
Hunger
going to be
Force.
closer, Kim?
I did expect it to be closer than that. I also think, though, that animation tends to beat live action for us. So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised.
Christy, your
But-
thoughts?
I think it's the logical win, but I will say, it's almost like an honorable mention. I do think Tim and Eric is, and I'm being 100% serious, changed the face of comedy and editing and sort of the sensibility of things since they became, they raised the bar when they became a show of what is acceptable, funny, awesome, and a great job.
TJ Doug Pound.
Whoa!
Take some credit for that.
Yeah?
Caller, what do you think of this result?
Gotta go with Aqua Team, yeah, for
Well,
sure.
they
Really glad it's... Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm glad they did. I'm really glad it's back on marathons, by the way. I don't have to keep click and play.
And that's something that's a big problem for you when you have to click play?
I'm lazy,
glad those
right?
guys won. I mean, fucking come piss now. Come down there and...
Yeah, do you want Christy to go hold your dick for you?
No, I don't want to...
You know, if
Christy
you...
just offered to hold your dick for you, since you can't.
I need friends in powerful
Don't make-
places, so she can keep Aqua Teen on marathons, and, you know.
Thanks for your call.
Thanks for your call. Let's go to the next one.
Wow, it's been resolved.
Christy, I don't think he believed me when I said it.
You know this song. What is it?
This song is Pink Flamingo. It's called Pink Flamingo from the music library. Our next matchup.
We're halfway through the Toodaloo. We're going to say Toodaloo to Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great job. Toodaloo.
In fact, I'm actually going
God,
to...
can I say, though, officially, what a Toodaloo was? Tim and Eric, I tip my hat to you, boys.
Thanks, Christy.
I'm going to actually, Matt, I'm going to, per victory, I'm going to put the, I'm going to put the correct guy in the place. Does that make sense when I say that?
Yeah, you're going to place the token on the board.
Aqua Team beat Tim and Eric.
Talk about just put Super Jail there. It's cool.
I feel like we should have like a recap video of like all of Tim and Eric's finest moments, and we should be crying right now about.
Like if they die.
That's true, yeah.
What is a finest?
Like if they
memoriam.
died in a boat crash.
Spaghetti. I don't know.
Right?
They probably died in a dumpster spaghetti crash. Oh no, this one. Man,
Like shrimp scampi and I don't know.
Yeah, a drunk white wine mistake.
Drunk. Yeah, exactly.
Casey and his brother.
There we go.
Oh, man, look at
We're
this
really
one.
good at reenacting this stuff.
Casey
you
and
guys.
Fleck and Ben Affleck.
I could just look up a Tim and Eric montage and we could play sad music.
Yeah, okay, try that.
You know my favorite thing? I sit down when I pee. He's like,
Ain't nothing that
The songs will stick in your head.
yeah. What's that one about a dad? He's like, my dad. That God,
Do-do-do-do.
Tim and Eric is okay. It is the best, but Aqua Teen. I mean, come on.
Okay, well, I've got
Again.
this Tim and Eric Best Sketches compilation on Daily Motion.
All right.
Man, let's do it in their honor. Fuck, this is
We
awesome.
should cry, right?
Yeah, what? Alrighty.
God, yeah. When I saw this for the first time, I really was like, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I really was like blown away. Yes! Yes! Or something.
Max, can you play that song on the piano you were playing earlier?
Oh yeah, I'll play the song I was playing on the piano.
There you go.
But Kim, you had a good point. It's not a cartoon. You know, I didn't see
About
Decker. I
haircut.
didn't see Decker on that chart.
Decker was there.
It was.
This
Decker
is about
was
the
there.
time. Yep.
Must have got blown away early on. Could have been out.
It's about this time of year that they would have Tim and Eric Awesome Con.
What about Beef House? Was Beef House on there?
Okay, that's
It was, right?
Yep, Beef House was on there. The
Beef
only
House
things that
was
were
great.
left off there were one-offs, shows that weren't originals to the network.
Was Steve Brule on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Check it out.
check
But
it
see
out.
again,
It's there.
great, like amazing, one of the best shows ever on the sun, but not number one, but the best.
So good. But that's the thing, is like, what's your mood tonight? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could change
Make me
the
fall
next
in
time
love
we
with
do
Ghost
this.
Swim all over again.
This could we could get a totally different decision if we do this again.
I don't think so.
I think it'll be the same.
Guessing it all. Are you guys?
Well,
Are you sad?
Yeah, I'm getting
Still
sad.
sad.
Yeah.
Max?
Not everyone can get a trophy.
God, the winner gets a trophy.
We're looking at Rick and Morty versus Robot Chicken.
caller, what do you think about this combo? This deadly combo?
Personally, I think Robot Chicken is just a little bit funnier.
Exactly, I was going to say, but I meant to say why.
I mean, the humor is just a little more off the walls. It's more sporadic, and it just goes everywhere. You don't know if you're going to see a Batman joke, if you're going to see a Superman joke, if you're going to see a joke about a movie that came out this summer, a movie that came out 20 years ago. It's really so unpredictable, and that unpredictableness is really what makes it funny.
But couldn't you argue in Rick and Morty, they built into the premise that there's an infinite amount of multiverses that they could do almost all the same things?
Yeah, but can they do it as funny as Robot Chicken does?
You could make the argument that Rick and Morty creates their own characters and their own world, and it's not making fun of other people's creations. It's a different kind of humor. Does that make it better, or worse, or different, or why are we comparing them?
What you just said was 100% true. Yeah, I mean, it's two completely different sides of the road of humor. It's like comparing a sitcom to SNL, you know?
Sterilidium.
Kim, why were you rolling your eyes?
I don't know.
Was it me, Kim?
No, it wasn't. Maybe
Why-
we should just talk about 2D versus 3D animation.
Oh, there you go. That's interesting.
Shit.
While I'm on the air, can I ask him a
Mac,
question
you
real
picked that
quick?
soundtrack? That's from the best movie ever. Do you guys know this movie? Da-da-dun, da-da-dun-dun, Sterilidium. Da-da-da-da. It's an Italian weirdo movie. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da.
Christy, this is all from our music library.
Dude, this is one of the best movies ever made. Do you know this? That soundtrack, Sterilidium. I'll send you guys the trailer. It's like a weird Italian cult classic.
Let's all watch it. Next movie night. Is it on
It should be on
Amazon
movie
Prime?
night.
Yeah.
The new show I'm going to host, possibly if Matt approves it. Kim, you want
Oh,
to
yeah, it's completely approved right now.
I think it's a great idea.
It's this amazing movie. There's like these like demon type wizards, and there's like
Demon
70s
type
basketball.
wizards.
The trailer. It's like it looks like a Jodorowsky movie. It's so awesome. It's awesome as shit.
What is this movie called? All right, we're like way off.
Kim, we're talking about Rick and Morty and Robot Chicken.
I know.
We're
All
not
right,
talking about-
but I don't want to talk about Rick and Morty versus Robot Chicken because it makes me really uncomfortable.
Why?
But you know what? I bet these guys have skits based on this song in their shows. Also, like my new
Why does it
my
make you
color.
uncomfortable?
My color is deciding my winner, my choice.
Max, it makes me uncomfortable when you put bottle caps in your mouth.
I'm sorry, I
during
gotta
shows.
stop putting bottle caps in my mouth. I'm so sorry. You can hear it.
You been over in Bottle Cap Alley?
So you're going Robot Chicken, Christy?
Yeah, I am. You know, I know it's the biggest show on Adult Swim ever, but that Rick and Morty, it's up against the legacy. The robot.
Punisher 370 says Robot Chicken is stop motion, well, to Kim's point, and not CGI, so it wins in creativity alone. I mean, the stop motion is tremendous artistry,
Not
tremendous
easy.
creativity, not easy. And some would say it's kind of live action in its own way, right?
And Christy,
Relying
you
on the
know,
laws of physics.
like 2D animation is easy.
It's easy,
kidding.
Christy.
Hey, listen, she's right. Listen, 3D animation. I've done it all. I have done puppet animation. It is so back-breakingly hard because I'll tell you, you bend over movies, but it is excruciating. I hate it. I would never do it again. I tried it once. I hate it. It'll destroy your body. So these people they're troopers. They're what's the word? They're not martyrs, but they deserve a lot of credit for the art they create. Very nice thing.
They have really high pain tolerance
Yes.
and probably bad backs.
They deserve
Physically
deserve
demanding.
recognition.
huzzah.
Winter Wonderland in the YouTube chat says, Robot Chicken lets us enjoy making fun of the world we live in, especially useful in times like this. Very important.
And again, another one of the legacy shows, Robot Chicken. I mean, it's been around for what, 10 seasons?
A blockbuster for 10 seasons. Yeah.
We're like
every episode of 80 episodes like that. They had to earn that. They had to earn those 100. They had to earn those episodes.
we're about to air the 200th episode of Robot Chicken. So
200 episodes over 10 years. I mean, that's a monstrous achievement. Clearly extraordinarily popular and amazingly funny and tremendous artistry in it.
A lot of
Can't argue
respect
that.
from me, I will say.
and like how many Emmys has Robot Chicken won? I feel like a
lot,
right?
Caller, what do you think? How many Emmys has Robot Chicken won?
How many frat dudes has Rick and Morty made psych?
A lot. This is Avi Izor from
Avi,
Queens.
what's up, dude?
Hey.
Go ahead, Avi.
Yeah, so I think Robot Chicken's going to win this. No, I'm kidding. Rick and Morty's going to win this.
Whoa, okay.
Fake this out.
I think, Rick and Morty just puts way more effort into the writing. Plus, okay, the obvious reason is the fan base versus Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken is a big contender in this.
How do you know they put more effort into the writing? How would you know such a
It's
thing?
not fair to say.
Also, I'm a sucker for dark existentialism.
Sounds like you hate yourself. I'm kidding. I love you, Avi. You know what, though? If there was no Robot Chicken, there'd never be a Rick and Morty. Remember that.
I will. Yeah, that is true.
To be honest,
so-
I actually consider
Very
Rick and Morty's
interesting point.
success extremely surprising.
Could Rick and Morty exist
never figured
without
it out.
having Robot Chicken pave
No
the way
way.
for them?
I could see a Rick and Morty episode where they probably go back and try to kill Robot Chicken just to be like take the credit for everything.
Now, Avi, here's
Yeah.
a big question. Do you think
Then they'd like slowly fade from existence.
Bradley's jealous that Christy knows your name, but he keeps calling Bradley Brendan?
Yeah, you see
I
that bedroom
wouldn't
set
know.
today? I mean, whose bedroom set was that? Did you see this?
But I will say one thing.
No.
I think Rick and Morty, obviously, I think Rick and Morty is going to take this. It's going to be Rick and Morty versus Aqua Team. And I want a contest. I don't want... There's this short called Bambi Meets Godzilla. It's Bambi and then Godzilla stomps. It's just
Did we
Godzilla's foot
talk about
stomping
this
on
last
Bambi.
week?
I
Ruined
don't
it
want
for anyone
that.
who's never seen it.
Dave Willis clarified that it's Aqua
I
Teen,
want
not
Bambi
Aqua
Meets
Teen
Godzilla.
also.
I want Clash of the Titans. I want all the Aqua Teen fans to come out and
I'm
vote
saying
hard.
Aqua.
I want this to be an actual contest. I don't want Rick and Morty to just crush Aqua Teen.
Avi. Come on. Aqua. Say it with us.
Fudge.
Hey, listen.
This is like the second last episode, and I keep doing it. Aqua.
Thank you.
There we go, bro.
Thanks, Abby.
Matt?
Abby or Avi?
It's
Aqua,
too late.
Aqua.
He's gone. He's gone.
Good.
Look,
Matt?
I love Avi, and he's smart, and he knows about film. I actually think he should be on the film show, to be honest.
That's another night. Classic old school versus new school says we're awesome in the YouTube chat. Kim, lead us into this. Come on, what's going to happen here?
What do I think is going to happen here?
Yeah, you keep saying it makes you uncomfortable.
It makes me really
And I've
uncomfortable.
taken
this
the bottle
matchup.
cap out of my mouth. I've put it underneath my Cintiq.
So this one makes me uncomfortable because I think they're both really mainstream shows for us. They're both shows that are like have done really, really well for us. I think Robot Chicken's like a bedrock. It's been around forever. We're airing the 200th episode. I think that Rick and Morty feels like the thing that's going to happen. And so because of that, I'm rooting for Robot Chicken. Like I want Robot Chicken to win. So I feel like I'm going to say Robot Chicken's going to win. That's my call.
It's almost time to say toodaloo, Matt. What does our phone caller think?
Oh, it's going to be Rick and Morty by a lot, like 70-30.
70-30, calling it 70-30. Why is that, sir?
That's what my head said to say.
Let's give it a look-see. The winner is Rick and Morty with 62-38.
Glad it was
Rick and
that
Morty.
close.
Yeah, that's pretty close, actually.
Rick and Morty versus Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We say toodaloo to Robot Chicken here.
Wait, is that's the final thing?
That's the championship round. Rick and Morty, Aqua Teen.
Aqua.
That is a fucking battle, man.
The battle.
Who's your fucking guest next week?
Barack
Thursday.
Obama.
You should
Thursday
have
at 10.
You should have
Barack
James
and
Norman and fucking the robot. I mean, like
David
Barack Obama
Norman.
and Mitch McConnell.
get the showrunners.
Yeah, get the showrunners.
Shit.
None of them like me.
You know what's funny? I don't want to be.
You don't think anybody likes you, Max.
Robot, goodbye. Yeah.
Robot Chickens, they're my favorite, but I always laugh at those ones where it'd be like the Emperor in the toilet, like Darth Vader's interrupting him or something. Like, they do know how to make you laugh, you know?
It's making me sad, Max, this music.
It is sad. Sad
Toodaloo.
moment.
Be on one of these. Did he come on? Did he come on?
Goodbye.
It's sad to say goodbye to Robot Chicken and to Tim and Eric. Like,
It's sad. It's sad to see the chicken fly when it's not really. It's kind of a flightless bird.
And yet,
Hey, you know what though? They made it this far.
they did.
They're all winners.
But Bach.
I sort of thought Venture Brothers would make it further, to be honest.
Well, they went up against Rick and Morty.
Yeah, but do you think people forgot about them because they take so long to make their show?
No, they did really well. I mean, they defeated Tender Touches, which is one of the shows that is on the show on the network.
Max.
Toodaloo, we got Rick and Morty versus Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I'll put this one first to you, Kim. Kim Manning, chief programmer for Adult Swim. You've seen it all.
I think that Aqua Teen's going to win. I really do. I think that that Rick and Morty's the blockbuster, but everybody likes an underdog, and Aqua Teen is a blockbuster in its own right. And I think, and it's one of those founding shows of Adult Swim, and so I think absolutely everybody's going to rally around Aqua Teen. I don't see this going any other way.
Caller,
Wow.
what do you think?
Strong.
We're looking at.
Strong opinion.
We're looking
Totally.
at.
Aqua
ahead,
Teen
caller.
Hunger Force all the way. I would bet $10. No, I would bet $11.
Wow, that's strong also.
Gosh, I could see it going either way. I kind of, it would be fun to see Aqua Teen take it down. It's almost like, you know, Boomer v Zoomer or something like that, you know. Is that what they say on the internet?
Fart for me says Rick and Morty wins, baby. The Instagram voting mechanism might be live now. Somebody take a look. Christy, what do you think?
I gotta say, it's a tough one. I know Rick and Morty is a very powerful contender. A lot of fans, but for me, again, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, ATHF, a legacy contender. This is one of the starts of Adult Swim. The soul, the heart, the brain of this kind of comedy. I'm rooting for Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And look, nothing against Rick and Morty. Great writing, great show. But Aqua Teen Hunger Force, it's the, what do they say there? They say it's the alpha, the omega. It's the beginning, it's the end. And it's a show that will never die, never be gone. I think Aqua Teen Hunger Force has a great chance of becoming the champion of the summer, what I like to call the Summer Slam, but the Showdown.
The Summer Slam.
But you know, Rick and Morty, of course, they get their kudos, but Aqua Teen Hunger Force, all the way for me. That's my vote.
People want to know how to vote. Adult Swim Instagram stories.
Caller, what do you think? How do you use Instagram?
I don't.
Okay, so you
You
can't
will
vote.
tonight if you're going to vote.
Yeah, you might want to make an account so you can vote.
I really don't want to, though.
Why not?
I'm old school. I'm old school.
That's
I
why
think, like-
Aquatine's not going to win then.
That's why Oxygen's not going to win. You're
Interesting.
too old school. You're not going to vote. And
This is an example of that voting mechanism that may steer the
God damn it.
boomers away.
See, this is the other thing. Are people going to show up to support what they believe in? Do you believe in the?
Fred and Jared in YouTube chat says Rick and Morty doesn't exist without Aqua Team. Is that true? I don't know.
No, it's 100%.
You guys want to know a story? I don't want to do any shit talking and get in trouble. I had an
Definitely.
optometrist. I go to my optometrist, recommended by. Do you remember the guy? Do you remember the short about the biker bar that didn't go to series?
Yes.
What's his name? God, nicest guy ever. Forgetting his name.
John Benjamin?
No, but he was in it. He was the star of it.
Graham
God.
Mason.
Yes, Graham. Graham's a really nice guy.
He is
Graham,
a really nice guy.
Graham, I need a. How do you know him, Max?
I met him at some events. Doesn't matter.
He goes, hey, I go, man, I need an eye doctor. He goes, oh, you got to go to my eye doctor. She likes Adult Swim. I go, are you kidding me? I go to the eye doctor. I go there. She goes, oh, what do you do? Blah, blah. I do Adult Swim. It's just Super Jail. You won't know it. She goes, it's my favorite show. And I go, are you kidding me? I go, I've never met a doctor or dentist or whatever, or an optometrist. And then she goes, if there wasn't Super Jail, there'd never be a Rick and Morty. And I looked at her and said, I gave her, and I go, I love you. I didn't say that, but I did. I did after my visit bring some Adult Swim swag to the optometrist. He's something like
It's a beautiful tribute.
East Manhattan Eye Works or something. I should get it up on the site, but she's a big Adult Swim fan. Don't believe it. Again, nothing against the thing, but there is a thing. Aqua Team is. I mean, think about it. Meatwad, Master Shake, Carl.
Frylock.
Do you know how many things mimic?
These are essential legacy. Sorry, Kim. Kim, you go.
No, absolutely. I just think how many things have come after it that have
Solar Opposites is Rick and Morty
ridden in that path.
As I was saying their language, a clone of an alien. But when you think of Master Shake, when you think of Meatwad, you think of Carl, when you think of just Frylock. I mean, these are quintessential Adult Swim personalities, and also personalities in cartoons. When you think of Mr. P Pants, DJ Dog Pound,
Brood Witch,
DJ Dog Pound,
DJ Dog Pound,
Dog Pound, P Pants.
Yeah, he liked both shows.
No,
No
but he's
problem.
P Pants, isn't he?
No,
I think it's him.
That's Master of Ceremonies Christopher.
It's MC Chris.
No, but my favorite episode. My favorite episode of Aqua Teen is he's like, I want candy. Candy. I will laugh so hard when you play that episode. Do you know what I'm talking about?
But do you almost want them to lose so we could play that clip to sad music next week?
No, never.
No.
I don't. I like this music on here. Dare I say it? Rick and Morty. Do you know what's supposed to be called? Rick and Marty? But they didn't call it that.
If you want to vote on the Instagram, Adult Swim Instagram stories.
To Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
People are going to the Instagram. They say, I don't know what to do. It's in the stories. You click on
It's not. I don't think it's up yet. I checked.
It's Showdown.
Okay, might not
I
be
think
up.
it's only me that doesn't know how to vote, but
I don't know who your
No,
guest
some people
partner
are
is.
curious.
I'm down to come back here and discuss it.
Well, it's 11 o'clock, Matt.
Okay.
Oh,
It's time for the 12-ounce mouse event.
Also,
We're moments away.
Also, one of the co-creators of Aqua Teen Hunger Force and the 12-ounce mouse next.
Thank you, Christy Caracas, Super Jail Ballmasters creator.
Thank you for having me. I
creator.
love you guys.
bye.
Kim Manning, Master of Programming. Thanks for coming on.
The Toodaloo. We're saying Toodaloo to this episode, Matt.
Toodaloo. Join us Thursday at 10. We're live for the Adult Swim Summer Showdown. Rick and Morty versus Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Vote now.
You're the winner.